Next, 6.5, presentation of proclamation designating May 15, 2025 as California Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 11 through 17, 2025 as National Police Week in Lake County. And this will be read by Vice Chair Brad Rasmussen. And if you're here on behalf of this, please come up and join Supervisor Vice Chair Rasmussen.
Proclamation. Well, I'm honored to be able to read this proclamation with my prior service in law enforcement. I want to thank all of our law enforcement agencies, our county agencies, and our other local partner agencies for their service throughout the year, every day. Public safety is among our highest priorities. If we don't keep our community safe, then everything else is not there. So it's really the highest priority that we have. Police Week is about several things: honoring our fallen officers, supporting their families, also recognizing our current officers, as well as educating the public about the work of law enforcement and the dangers that we face, to create better partnerships with the public. And also, I have a family member that was killed in the line of duty in California at a local agency in Siskiyou County, so it means a lot to me as well. With that, I'll read the proclamation designating May 15th, 2025 as California Peace Officers Memorial Day and May 11th through 17th as National Police Week in Lake County. Whereas all of the promises America offers, none is more precious or more elusive than the right to be free from crime and violence. And whereas the dedicated men and women who have chosen law enforcement as a career face extraordinary risk and danger in preserving our freedom and security. And whereas during the week of May 11th through 17th, 2025, National Police Week is observed throughout the nation to recognize the hazardous work, serious responsibilities, and our strong commitment to our nation's peace officers. And whereas in conjunction with that important observance, May 15th will be recognized as California Peace Officers Memorial Day, as well as nationally, in commemoration of those noble officers who have tragically sacrificed their lives in the line of duty. And whereas these special observances provide all Californians with the opportunity to appreciate the heroic men and women who have dedicated their lives to preserving public safety. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake formally designates the week of May 11th through 17th as National Police Week in Lake County and May 15th as California Peace Officers Memorial Day in Lake County, and encourages all citizens to remember those individuals who gave their lives for our safety and express appreciation to those who continue to dedicate themselves to making California a safer place in which to live. Passed and adopted this 13th day of May, 2025, and signed by our Chair, Supervisor Crandall. Thank you. Anyone want to, Sheriff, you want to make some comments?
Well, I'd like to thank the board for their recognition and continued support of law enforcement and the Sheriff's Office in Lake County. Across the nation this week, a lot of agencies, small and large, and nationally will be holding memorials recognizing, honoring, and remembering the sacrifice of law enforcement officers across the United States. Just to give some perspective, in last year in 2024, 165 officers lost their lives in the United States serving their communities. In California, there was 4 officers that lost their lives last year, and this year alone, in the last 5 months, California has lost 3 officers serving their communities. So it's a time for us to come together, remember and honor those that have sacrificed for their communities, regardless of the reason they chose this profession. They chose this profession to serve their communities the best they can. And that's what we do every day. And those of us continue to serve, we have to remember that this service doesn't come without sacrifice of some kind. Missed T-ball meetings, the trauma that we see, those kind of things, and we need to remember that and honor that and so on so forth. On the 16th, this Friday, I invite you all. Lake County will be holding our memorial service at Museum Park right here in Lakeport, where we will be remembering the law enforcement officers that sacrificed and paid the ultimate sacrifice to our community here in Lake County, along with those firefighters that also paid the ultimate sacrifice for our community. It's 5:30, Friday the 16th at Museum Park. Thank you. Anybody else?
Well, I think we have to take this opportunity to embarrass somebody. Come here. Captain Chakowski is retiring at the end of this month, and we've been tracking it for several months. I just, you live in my community. I would say several years. Okay. And I just want you to know personally how much I value your service over the years and your presence in the community, and you will be missed. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
And I just want to say real short that I started with Lake County about a year after Captain Chakowski. We were B partners together, SWAT team together. We did a lot of stuff in the county together, and he is finishing up a 30-year career serving Lake County. So congratulations.
Anyone from the board? I do. I appreciate the work that you all do. I know the struggles. I have my town halls, and they have their concerns, but at the same time, you'll have some of the citizens that come forward and are like, man, I see them everywhere. So, we know, you are doing what you can, because we understand too that the corrections is one of the most primary duties. On another level, I want to say that I do, appreciate the work that you do with the Native communities. It starts back, I know, when I was the tribal chair of Robinson, Sheriff Martin came to my office. This is probably the first time, I think, that a sheriff ever came to a tribal leader's office, per se. You all have continued that forward, Luke. I know that you do that. I hear good things. I know Lieutenant Dutra works with Katie really, a lot. Lieutenant Frace, I remember when we had a death, and as I was there, you worked and allowed for somewhat of a ceremony to take place, and that meant a lot to that family. And so I just want to say that there's a big difference in the amount of years, and I know that some folks may not think so, but I know I see it and others see it, and I just want to say that we appreciate that, and that's what you servants do, you law enforcement servants do, and I just want to say how much we appreciate it.
I'd like to say that you all have my respect and our community's respect. You're the front lines that keeps us safe, and you're heroes. You are the heroes. It's not the sports teams on TV. I have a son that served in law enforcement in Texas for many years, K-9 unit, and actually I do have a relative that did pass away in the line of duty that served here with you, and that was Robert Rumfeld. So my cousin. And so as a board, as being on the board, there's nothing that makes me prouder than to support you back the way that you support our public. Thank you.
I feel like I just need to echo some of the same words I said during the military proclamation. Very similar valor in the work that you do here in our community. I know one of my greatest appreciation is watching law enforcement riding around in my community. I know that things are good when you guys are riding around. So some people will check their speed, will get a little nervous. How about you slow down and just give them a wave, recognize they're there, because they're there to support you and your community, and appreciate all that you guys do out there. That there's been too many stories that I've experienced of very close calls. It is unfortunate, but there is danger within the law enforcement career. Glad that that doesn't happen often, but the courage that it takes to get up every day and do this, I don't think is understood, unlike you guys. So thank you.
All right. Anyone from the public would like to come up and say something? All right, I think we need to take a picture. Sam, when you're ready.
Okay. We're back in a minute. Okay.